Hey guys, Hunter Trophy Hunter here with another The Forgotten City video. If you guys are liking that series,
That's
leave me
quite
a
an
like.
impressive bow you have there.
Thank you.
Just like Diana's.
I hope you guys are enjoying it. Leave a comment if you are. Hey, wait, is that punk?
Salve, friend.
Hey, who are you?
Salve, friend. It seems you've joined us at a very sad time. We lost a troubled young man today. Ulpius was his name. Oh, he took his own life. It's a terrible tragedy. He found himself in quite a lot of debt he was unable to repay,
Ooh.
and was forced into debt bondage to Malleolus. He was deeply unhappy, but it doesn't do us any good to dwell. Now, where are my manners? I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the Golden Rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not? How are you faring so far? Ah,
Thanks.
another stoic, perhaps. We all need something to help us through times. We've all been where you are now. I used to lay awake at night contemplating the big question. I still
Okay.
don't have any of the answers.
Alright. I'll be going now.
So soon?
Yeah. Anyway. Hey, if you guys are feeling generous, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We're at a whopping 57. But anyway, let's talk to her.
A new face. Ave and may vest.
Let's tell her about the pattern.
Interesting. I'm not sure why you're telling me, but you've come to the right person. Did you find a pattern then? What have you noticed? Yes. I understand many of our friends were carried here by a river current. What else? That's true. I know I wasn't entirely sure how I wound up here. What else? Yes, I also had such an encounter. It's as I feared. I think I understand what poor Livia has been going through. Let me ask you this. Did you happen to encounter a stranger in the forest before you arrived here?
I did.
Did you happen to catch her name? I see. And was this Karen, by any chance, wearing a hood? Because I've seen her before. There's something I think you should see. I think you'd better follow me to the baths.
I'll meet you at the bath.
Don't follow too closely. We can't have people thinking we're bathing together.
What's wrong with that? It wouldn't break the golden rule. Is this far enough? I guess this is far enough. I like how I can keep running and I can just keep looking around. Oh, nope. Nope, not too closely. Don't want anybody knowing what we're up to. Wow, this is a nice bath. Jump! Oh, I guess we're not. Okay. I don't want to take a bath anyway. Da, da, da. Oh, this must be the bath. Oh my god. It's beautiful. Will I get hurt? Yep. Yep, you definitely get hurt.
All right, you're here. You were asking how I knew the young woman you met by the river was wearing a hood.
Yeah.
Look down at the bottom of the baths. It's a little hard to make out in this light. If only we could see. Oh, what a marvelous lamp. But do you see it? Somebody waking up by a river in a forest to find a hooded figure with a coin. It's just as you described it, only your pronunciation is a little off. The name you heard wasn't Karen. It was C-H-A-R-O-N, as in Charon, the ferryman of the dead. Charon, who in exchange for the right coin, helps the souls of the newly deceased cross the Styx, the river that separates the land of the living from the land of the dead.
When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, but all I found was some loose change. Feels like
Bloodless
I've spent my
Shadow.
whole
Trophy
life in a
unlocked.
dead-end job with an endless commute. Sorry if I sounded cagey, it's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen.
I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm so sorry. I take it you know what this means. I'm afraid so. It's all starting to make sense. All these people whose last memory was running from the fires toward the river. It seems none of them escaped with their lives after all.
Sounds about right now.
Perhaps we should be grateful they don't remember their final moments. It also tells us that the Golden Rule is the work of Pluto, the god of the underworld, and why his epithet has always been Father of Riches. I know it's a lot to take in, and you look as if you have questions, so I'll try to answer them if I can.
So we're dead.
That was my first thought too. In the old stories, the underworld was where the souls of the deceased were taken. But it was also possible for the living to reach it without dying, if they were particularly fearless. So I'm afraid I don't know.
No. What can you tell me
I'm
about
sorry.
Karen?
I keep forgetting you're not from here. If you were Roman, or even Greek, you would know these stories. Each
Yeah, I
of
don't
them
know
is
these
slightly
stories.
different, whether the storyteller was Plato, Homer, Virgil, or Ovid. But they always involved the souls of the dead meeting a grim ferryman named Charon on the bank of a river. It was said that he'd help the new arrival cross, only if they could pay him with a coin, an obol. That's why it was once our custom to bury our loved ones with a coin in their mouths. Charon's obol, we called it. Of course,
Oh.
an obol was a kind of Greek coin, because we inherited this knowledge from the Greeks. Good question. Let's see. In the stories, Charon would always require a coin as payment for passage across the river. But that never made any sense to me. What does an ancient immortal being need with coins?
You're not
In our
wrong.
case, it seems Charon didn't take the coins we had. He or she merely checked we had one in our possession. So, maybe there's something special about the coins each of us had on us. That might explain why we wound up here, but so many others did not.
That's pretty much all I cared about.
Where we are, we have to figure out what to do about it, if we don't want to be cast into gold for eternity.
I
We
don't.
don't have much to go on, except the old stories. I remember 4 in particular about heroes in the underworld. Hercules, the demigod and son of Jupiter. Orpheus, a Thracian poet. Sisyphus, a king of Ephyra. And Aeneas, a Trojan hero. Hercules was able to leave the underworld because he cowed its god with his strength. Sisyphus and Orpheus both relied on their wits instead. They
Alright.
persuaded the goddess of the underworld, Proserpina, to help them escape. And finally, Aeneas was able to escape with the help of a spirit guide, who led him through a secret gate. So it seems you have 2 options: to confront the god of the underworld head-on, or find a way to escape with the help of Proserpina or some other guide. All Romans try to avoid saying it, and the reason is quite simple. He might hear us. You may refer to him as Pluto, if you wish, but you'll only be calling attention to yourself. Do so at your own peril.
Okay. Why can't we just
It's a
escape the way we came
reasonable
in?
question, but the problem is, this place is fairly well designed to keep us here. There's no way to climb up the shaft. And even if you could build a ladder big enough, just trying it would break the Golden Rule. We know that, thanks to the writings left behind by those who've tried. Shh! Is everyone so blunt where you're from? Oh. That option would be the boldest, but also the only way to learn the truth about the Golden Rule, and maybe even put an end to it. As I said, Hercules managed to overpower the god of the underworld, but he was a demigod. Forgive my candor, but you are no Hercules.
A little rude.
Are you telling me that you can? I won't
Mhm.
pretend to understand exactly what that means, but if that's true, then perhaps you stand a chance. So, if you want to confront him, I'll help you as much as I can. Who knows? Perhaps your name will be uttered in the same sentence as Hercules one day. But first, you'd need an audience with you-know-who, and for that, you'll need to enter the great temple overlooking the city. The problem is, the door has been sealed shut for as long as I've lived here, and there doesn't even seem to be a keyhole. I suspect the answer lies in the desecrated obelisk in front of it. I'm not sure if you noticed, but there are 4 plaques missing from its base. It looks as though somebody, or a series of somebodies, forcibly removed them, and in doing so, dishonored and angered our divine keeper. If you could recover and replace all 4 of those missing plaques, I imagine he might be willing to receive an audience again.
All right, I could do that.
It's the towering stone monument with 4 sides. You'll find them all over Rome. But of course they were looted from Egypt many years. However, this one is unusual in that each of the 4 sides is decorated in a different style. Roman, Greek, Egyptian, and another I don't recognize. That means you'll need to recover 4 different plaques. Roman.
Okay. I guess where would I find the
question.
Roman?
To answer that, we first need to ask who would have defaced the obelisk in the first place. It would have had the god's name engraved into it, so it may be that whoever desecrated it wanted that name to be forgotten. And there's
Okay.
only one group of people I know of who might want to do that. There's a cult in Rome that often argued there is only one true god. Theirs, of course. They've been known to start fires, as well as if I were you. But
Okay,
I
I'll
did
do that.
hear a rumor they have a secret.
What about the
I
Greek
don't
flag?
know. But perhaps you should begin your search with the local Greek fellow, Georgius. His store is in the forum.
Okay. What about the
Perhaps
Egyptian?
Kabash, our Egyptian resident, would be able to tell us. Unfortunately, he disappeared weeks ago. But I did hear Aurelia is peddling rumors about him at the tavern, so perhaps you could talk to her, or just take a look in his room.
I'll do that. I'll do that.
I'm afraid you're on your own with that one, but perhaps finding the other 3 will illuminate the way.
Okay. Let's talk about something else.
As I mentioned, both Orpheus and Sisyphus were said to have persuaded Proserpina to help them escape, and Aeneas was guided to the exit. The problem is, those are the stories of a poet, a self-aggrandizing king, and a brawler about their own heroic deeds, so they should be taken with a grain of salt.
That's fair.
First, Proserpina. What we do know about her is, well, it's a grim tale. It's said the god of the underworld abducted and dragged her here against her will, forcing her into marriage.
No, well, that's awful.
It
Oh,
is.
that's what I can say.
The gods are a mirror image of mankind, as far as cruelty is concerned, I'm
Very
afraid.
cruel.
If the stories are true, I imagine she's as desperate to escape as we are. The problem is, how do we communicate with her without being noticed by her captor? Leaving that aside for a moment, there is also the possibility of a spirit guide. I don't suppose you've come across one of those in your travels? Truly? And you're only bringing this up now? Then again, I suppose you were worried I'd think you were as mad as Navia.
She,
Can you tell me more? Is it the same voice? What kinds of thing does it say? Fascinating. Perhaps she is a benevolent spirit.
that'd be nice.
If she has indeed been abducted, tell me, has she told you anything that might lead you to the way out? Oh, I see. Well, let me know if you hear anything that...
Oh, well. All right. Well, let's
All
get
right.
started.
I would suggest not discussing this with anyone. The best we can do for them is to let them remain oblivious for as long as possible. As for Livia, It seems she's been shouldering the weight of this terrible secret all this time. Perhaps it would comfort her to know she's not alone.
I'll
In
chat
any
with her
case,
first.
Time is up. May fortune.
Alright, let's go talk to that psychopath first, and then we'll end the video. Don't tell me how to live my life. Alright, let's go talk to that psycho. Oh wait, I don't think she said Narvania. I think she said somebody else. Ah, dang it. I don't even think I've talked to that person yet. So actually, you know what? Let's just end the video here since we spent most of it just, I guess, getting our new objective. Thank you guys so much for watching. And in the next video, we will continue our journey. Thank you.